Hello, Georgia551. It's a nice day in the city. This is the map of my city server. However, to eliminate lag in this particular video, I have backed up the world physically, and I'm playing the backup as of the very last play. So we don't have to worry about the lag issue for the most part. Anyway, what I want to show you is this monorail system. Now, this monorail system was created to join up two mushroom land biomes that one user, Zanpolo, has discovered. He had me teleport over, and I figured on the way back I'd build this system. So what I'm going to show you is uninterrupted and not sped up. For those of you that are true buffs of minecarting, this is the Mushroom Biome monorail system. You got, with the exception of the first mushroom biome that we'll approach, we have a stair and a quote-unquote ladder elevator system to get to the top. Here we are. And we have that as well. And when on the actual server, ask others if they're using the system before launching, because it is a monorail. And for those of you that might be kids, mono meaning one. So what we're going to do is we're going to start our little adventure, put the torch in the hand, that way view is less blocked, and start going. And I'll point out some things along the way, which mostly occurs at the very beginning anyhow. It's not to say that this will go perfectly smooth, as I already see a section missing. Chunk load fail there. Whoops. There's the offshore tree farm. There goes Salvatelli Stadium, just disappearing. And my touchpad is confusing me moving the mouse with making a magnification gesture. Hence why there was a little bit of jerking there. Before we make our turn over to the left, you might have noticed these quote-unquote buoys, or markers. They go to an island that'll just start appearing, and there is a riverside resort right there that is ever so slowly showing up. There she is. And just as quickly as it comes into view, it'll disappear. And like I said, so we don't have any lag issues. This is actually my second attempt at this video because the lag was horrendous. Just to prevent that from happening again, I'm using the just recently backed up version of the world. So this, outside of what people might have been doing since late last night, which would have been the 15th of September 2013, it's the 16th today. This is pretty much what it was the whole time. So we're soon going to be coming up on some jungle land over here. Use quite a bit of flint and steel action to make things go by a lot faster in terms of clearing the way. Of course, there were a bunch of wooden blocks to punch out, in which the fire did not get. You'll see that a little further along. This is a 10-kilometer route, so it does go a long way. The farthest of the two mushroom islands is about 9,000 blocks to the west. And here's one of the last things we'll see before we hit a mushroom biome way off in the future. The village we call Ocean Village. And now it's spoiled by a monorail system. And now it's pretty much just sit back and enjoy the view. And for you purists out there, I'm not going to spoil it by speeding it up. Rest you can speed it up by using the slider, or if it's available, you can use the speed up option. That is in the options menu in the lower right of the YouTube window, that is. Provided it's actually available. It's kind of hit and miss, the availability. So let's sit back and enjoy the ride. Also, in my first attempt, forgetting I had it running in the background, I had NASCAR.com running in the background waiting for a race to start. Totally forgot about it when I recorded the first version, and there was a NASCAR race superimposed audio-wise into the original attempt. Copyright problem, so best off to redo it. There's a nice big little mountain range. Yeah, it was a flop, but I saved it until I told you that it flopped. Oh well. Let's just sit back and enjoy a little more of this. Set the time because, as I found out on the maiden voyage, which only the people on the server have done, if we let it get dark, occasionally an Enderman will be standing on the track and it'll really ruin things. It won't physically ruin the track, but ruining the progress, and if you're not in creative mode, you'll never be able to keep the cart from going completely 100% backwards, back to the start. So it's gonna happen again, so I'll reset it again. And there's things I want to show you, so I'll purposely make it dark. lot of 1.0 land generation. And not far behind came 1.2, the jungles. And like I said, I've torched quite a bit of it. Then came back in, punched away the soul blocks that survived. By the way, there are no temples in this jungle. It's been explored to death by Zanpolo and myself. Unless it's really, really well hidden. Neither of us found it. It makes an occasional jog to either side, like this over here, because of big hills or mountains, in which were just easier to go around than to tunnel through or go over. As you can see, one of our users left a horse penned up. Steel, torched them out of the way. Knocked out the individual blocks later on as the rail went through. Now I tried to keep the rail high enough that monsters cannot climb onto it. Now the rails are not perfectly spaced out. It's supposed to be 20, 40, or 60 wide gaps. Due to the server lag, sometimes the block placement was counted and other times it wasn't. So some 20 block spans might be 19 or 21 for an incidental double plot. Same thing with the 40 and 60 span, and on some occasions, like even in the very beginning that you probably didn't see, some custom sizes that are not exactly full size. Like this little piece, that little piece. Fiver right there that I'm pointing at. 60 foot, or should I say 40 to 60 block spans, like those that you see there are 60s, and 40 span large bodies of water or a valley of some sort. Did I mention that it's going to take a while? First one should be coming pretty soon. Because in the first attempt, when the sun was about to set for the second time, the first mushroom biome started to appear. And as we can see, it's coming for a second sunset. Then again, it all depends on the timing. First one should be appearing very soon. Comes the first one. Here's Mushroom Island number 1. And what used to be known as Mushroom Biomes, because of the infected cows like that one over there. Then at some point it was simply changed over to Mushroom. The server Zanpolo and I did get a few of these cows to the mainland. And here we come to the first station. This is the only station without stairs or quote-unquote ladder elevator because it's pretty much at ground level. Pretty much just buried in the hill. Then we hit the stop bar over here. There we go. I'm just inching it over. There we go. Get out of there. Alrighty. The outer Mushroom Island and the city of REoL. As you can see, pretty much ground level. And here's a mushroom biome here. Now, the user that I mentioned several times, Zanpolo, had a great idea of putting torches underneath the mushrooms to give it a glowing effect. In fact, let me show you here. Looks pretty neat, don't you think? Now on the other one, Zanpolo put torches underneath the larger, yet more flat brown mushrooms. So there you go, that looks kind of interesting. And outside of the dreaded Enderman, the rails are lit so that monsters don't go on the tracks. So let's reset the time and head to the second island. A little stutter there. As you can see, we got a lot of custom sized track here, as well as pillars and other strange looking support systems, just to make it all look realistic. Another fiver there. Now we're back to the normal spans. This one won't take anywhere near as long. In fact, you're about 85% of the entire rail length at that point. So this is very short in comparison. Zanpolo did find a third mushroom biome way further west. About another 4 or 5 kilometers out. It's just way too far. Maybe at some point I might extend it, but right now it just serves these two. There will be a newer downloadable version of this map which has a completed Columbia Downs horse track, completed Underarms Hotel, and a few new things and structures built by other users like Zanpolo, MC Scout, Artie Penguin 1, Pure 43, I believe his name is, as well as DJ Pat. Signed on to the server, there was a message stating your creations will be uploaded as a real tough city map as part of, shall I say. Ken was going somewhere, then kinda trailed off. So basically, people that build on this map agree to allowing their creations to be uploaded under the Real Tough name. Of course, the appropriate credit given. Now get this somewhat long northern section, then when it turns back west, doesn't have too much further to go. This section made up of a vast majority of the north-south orientation of things, getting us towards the city. Roughly 20 blocks. said, due to lag, sometimes the count did not reflect the actual placement of blocks. Even if I did physically plop down blocks 20 times, it may not have put down 20. The project's so enormous, and the lag at the time was enough that I just didn't really care too much if it was a little off. Anyway, we should be coming upon the second one fairly soon. Once again, it would be on your right. And this one is up on the air, or in the air, just above a brown mushroom. As I said, this is a long one. Coming up pretty soon. And again, I guess when we went the first time, that me and MC Scout inadvertently joined up, so it made things go faster. And there's the second and final one that this monorail system serves. There's a station right there. And we're about to come to a complete stop. There we go. Welcome to Mushroom Land. Well, I use the old term, mushroom. Alrighty, and then we have the steps. We use the mushroom for our landing, and cut up the land a little bit and lit a bunch of torches to show the ladder elevator. Anyway, again we have another mushroom biome, and Zanpolo, as I said, he went to a lot of these. Obviously not this one. Some of the brown mushrooms and lit them up too. And there you have it. I didn't do it to these yet, but doesn't that look doesn't that look good? There's one right back there. If I can climb one more. Here we go. I think I should do that to all of them. We were trying to light up all the red ones, but really might want to try lighting up the brown ones. I didn't light the brown ones up because you could hide the torches under the umbrellas of the red ones. But still, it looks really nice, and I think I should do it. Anyway, let's just head our way down. And we'll end up at the station. This time we'll take the ladder elevator. She gets a little stuck. There we go. Anyway, that's the monorail system on the Real Tough City server, serving 2 of the 3 mushroom biomes. And way over there, much farther west, like almost another 5k out, is another one. Not sure if we'll serve it or not. And just show you, we are quite the ways out. The X is almost 8,900 negative. And the Z is negative 2173. And just to let you know, in terms of X, we started at positive 400. So it's a little over 9,000 west. And 1,000 to the north. So it's about a 10k track. Or 6.2 miles. Which in the real world isn't all that much. In the land of Minecraft, that's mind-blowing. Well, sort of. I hope you enjoyed this mushroom monorail system, or mushroom if you're old school. Georgia551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.